Hey guys, Tony Michaels from the SportsPickPortal.com. Going 9-6 last week in Week 8 of the NFL. More importantly, guys, I pick every game for you guys, and it's impossible, to play every game. But I pick it for you in case you're leaning one way or another. If you're a guy that's lives in a certain city and wants to bet his home team, and I'm on the other way, you might want to just sit back and watch it because. I've been doing very well here again, and we're going to go over week 9. But first of all, just recap real quick. I was 3-0 on my best plays. I really liked the Redskins on the Thursday night, plus 16.5. They were a winner. And then I liked my best bet was the Eagles to win, and they won pretty easily. And then I really liked the Dolphins at the 14.5, whatever you guys got. They barely covered, but they did, just going against a rookie quarterback. Anytime you get that amount of points, you usually just go with it. This week, we're going to start out Thursday, the San Francisco 49ers at the Arizona Cardinals. You guys know how I hate these big point spreads, but 49ers, I got them at 9.5 in some books, and it might drop a little more when Thursday comes. I'm going to stick with the 49ers. They've been rolling. I love this team. I loved them at the beginning of the season, and I'm going to keep telling you guys I got the Super Bowl ticket, a couple of them in my back pocket on this team. Hopefully they win this game, keep the undefeated streak alive. I got them in the survivor pools for you guys too. This is the game that I would focus on if you're still alive and you got this team available. But the 49ers are going against a rookie QB. Shouldn't have any problem here. The defense is going to show up. It's just a matter of the offense scoring points, and I think they could win by at least 10 or more here. We're going to go to Sunday. The Chicago Bears at the Philadelphia Eagles. Right now, I got the Eagles at -5. My Chicago Bears haven't been looking too good. They're not able to score points. The Eagles broke out last week as my top play. I'm sticking with them again this week. Eagles only -5. The betting public's going to be on the Eagles here, guys, so lock it in ASAP. Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Houston Texans are -2.5 on the road. I like what Jacksonville's doing here. They finally got a quarterback. The defense is still strong. Couple key receivers here. Houston's not the same team on the road, as we all know, so that's the case. I'm always going to take the home dog here when there's a team that doesn't play well on the road, no matter who they are. They do find ways to win, the Texans, but I think a lot of people are going to be on it, so let's wait on this line and play it Sunday at 11:59. Lock it in at +3.5, hopefully. Jacksonville Jaguars. Washington Redskins at the Buffalo Bills. You know how I feel about the Redskins. They're a team that doesn't win, but they play well. They do. A lot of people say that they're terrible. I think the Buffalo Bills are terrible. Their record doesn't show it. Their offense is not good. Their defense keeps them in the games. So you're getting 10 points and the Redskins. So that means if the Redskins, let's say, score 14 points, that means the Buffalo Bills are going to have to score more than 24. I don't think it's possible unless they get a defensive touchdown or something. But I do think the Redskins will score more than that. So stick with the Redskins as a strong play at +10. The Tennessee Titans at the Carolina Panthers. Tennessee was another strong play for me, guys, last week. I took the money line because I was scared of the -2.5. I never go with anything under 3. They did pull out the victory for me and had a good week again. This week is a little different. They're in Carolina. Carolina got embarrassed against the San Francisco 49ers. They will be ready for this game. They will play hard. The only thing is, with the Ron Rivera team, when they're supposed to win, they usually don't, or they don't cover the spread. I'm still going to stick with them. It's not a game that I would play, but if you're leaning, maybe take the Carolina and a couple parlays money line. Minnesota Vikings at the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't have a line yet for this one, but it's going to be fairly close, maybe even, something like that. If the Green Bay Packers were, -4, 4.5, 5, Kansas City should maybe be the favorite by 2, 3, something like that. I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win this game outright. Take the points if you could get some, but Kansas City is definitely going in the right direction, especially their defense. And once Mahomes comes back, they're going to be a team to reckon with. But take the Chiefs here as another strong play. The Jets at the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins get it done. They finally get their first victory. The Jets defense is good. Don't get me wrong. But something about this Dolphins team, they got a lot of young guys, and they are going to be a good team in the future. I do see that. You know, they get the right quarterback, and I think that they do well in a year or two. That being said, you know, they shipped out Drake off this team. Really wasn't doing anything, really wasn't a starter anyways. So there's going to be a couple guys that need to step up here. I do think they could step up and win this game as Miami Dolphins get their first victory of the season. Indianapolis Colts at the Pittsburgh Steelers, another strong play for me here. I like the Steelers at home. I always like the Steelers at home. It's just something about this team at home, especially when they're a pick. There's no line. It seems like a gimme. I know the Colts are playing well. I know that they're overachieving. But, you know, that being said, it's just something about this team getting a defensive touchdown like they usually do and celebrating in the end zone. I could see it happening. Steelers, strong play. Detroit Lions at the Oakland Raiders. All right, my mom's going to kill me for this one. She wanted to take the Lions in a survivor pool. I said, no way. My Oakland Raiders are my team, but I'm not just betting with my heart here. I do think the Oakland Raiders have an edge. They got a couple key players back, and I don't think the Lions are very good on the road. Well, I know the Lions are not very good on the road, and they're not very good at home. They're just not a very good team. Stafford usually finds ways to make mistakes and lose games. I think Gruden's going to be all over this game. His defense is going to be pumped. I think the Raiders win in a blowout. I really do. So hopefully you listen to me, guys. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle minus 6.5. Tampa Bay is one of these up-and-coming teams like we think every year. They got a lot of young players. They play well. It's just that they don't mesh together sometimes, and they don't make the right play calls. This team could be over 500 if they could just get it together. Seattle at home is very tough to beat. 6.5, I don't know. I'm going to stick with the Seattle Seahawks minus the 6.5, but they should win the game. So if that's something that you guys are interested in and just who's going to win, Seattle should win this game. Cleveland Browns at the Denver Broncos. This is my play of the week, guys. The Cleveland Browns minus 3. I think they're going to win by a lot more than 3. I think the Denver Broncos are a mess. You know, their defense was holding up there, but they just can't seem to get the running game going. And now that Flacco's out, it's just going to be a totally different thing here. Cleveland Browns defense is good, guys. It's just that they're setting a record for the most penalties in NFL history. If they do not have these penalties, this team's an easy 500 team. They only lost by 13 to the New England Patriots with a ton of penalties. This team is a lot better than advertised. I'm still sticking with them. You know, I like the team. I like what they're doing. I like the running backs. I like the wide receivers. I like the quarterback. Yeah, they are making mistakes. If they could get it together, this team could make a run at the playoffs. You heard it here first, but they need to get it together. I know they only won 2 games, and it's late in the season. Denver only won 2 games, and Cleveland's going to be going against a young quarterback. Forget it. This is going to be a blowout. Cleveland Browns, best bet of the week. Green Bay Packers at the LA Chargers. LA Chargers are plus 3.5 here. Okay, Green Bay you would think would be a little bit more favorite than that, but the Chargers always do get love, especially at home. Phillip Rivers usually finds a way to keep the games close, so a 3-point game is not, you know, a miracle here. I do think it'll be a close game. I do think the Green Bay Packers will win this game, and they're going to win by 4 or more. So lock this in and lock that Cleveland Browns in ASAP. Right now, as soon as you're done watching this video, lock it in because those spreads are going to go way up. So Green Bay Packers minus 3.5. And speaking of spreads going up, this spread will go up the most out of any game. So if you're watching this and it's Tuesday, lock your NFL picks in now on those 2 games, and especially this Sunday night game. The New England Patriots at the Baltimore Ravens. If you guys are going to bet the New England Patriots, which I'm not, but a lot of people ride the hot teams, and I understand it's a good way to make money. I got New England at -3.5. I already see it at 4.5 in certain books. It's going to be 5.5. So I'm going to wait till Sunday night to put my bet in because I do think that the Baltimore Ravens could defeat the New England Patriots. Coming off the bye, they're fresh. All their guys are ready. We all know Belichick's going to try to stop the run, which he's probably going to do. But they can throw the ball. They can throw the ball. They have the receivers. They have the QB. I do think that this game is going to be super close. So take the points just in case, but don't be surprised in an upset. We're going to go Monday night. The Dallas Cowboys at the New York Giants. Everybody's going to be on the Dallas Cowboys here. It's -7 right now. Everybody that's down money, everybody that's up money for the week, they're all going to lay it here on Dallas. I don't like it. I just think that this team is so up and down. You don't know who they're going to get. The Giants are no good either. This is a game I'm not going to bet, but I would take the Giants if I was going to. Plus the 7, I would wait and get more points. But the key bet here is the over. This game should go over, no problem. It's at 47.5. I see it at 48 already. Lock it in at 47.5 if you can. If you can't, get it at 48 because it could go to 50. So definitely the over here. I love this over as one of my top plays. So the Cleveland Browns and the over in the Dallas and Giants game is a great parlay. You could even put the Cleveland Browns at -165 if you're scared of the 3 points. I do think that both of these teams or both of these bets will win. This is Tony Michaels from the Sports Pick Portal. I hope you guys cash in again. See you later.